Alright everyone, welcome to episode 4 of Modding Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the latest build that Todd Howard has blessed us with. Very fast, two things I want to make clear. If you are new to the series, please go and watch the first episode. Don't start randomly watching those episodes because every episode I've made is built upon the previous. Start from episode 1 and go up to episode 4 because some of you guys are asking me about issues you have while in reality you haven't even installed address library or script extender. Second thing about this video, first part I'm gonna break it into some graphical type of mods or overhauls if I may, and second part is going to be beautification of our characters. I am going to include all of the mods to make your characters, both males and females, to turn them into the ultimate giga chats or waifus I guess. Throw a like, subscribe, it helps the channel, it also helps me find my audience, and let's actually begin. We have a mod that did not work before, and this is Compass Navigation Overhaul. What this does, you might ask? It makes Skyrim modern and it's gonna make it look exactly like this, where you can actually see your quest on the left, and now you don't have to open manually your manual to check your quests. If we go to the requirements, we need the Infinity UI. This is an engine type of mod that we only need this for the compass navigation, and it works, as you can see, for Anniversary Edition. Thank Talos for that. Download this and let's go and download the Compass Navigation Overhaul. Go ahead and grab only the main file over here and install that. Let's also go and grab the modern wait menu, which is going to add a modern wait menu into the game. We are going to patch this later on, but go here on the first main file and install only that. Now let's install Ruin Clutters Improved, which is going to fix some of the clutter in Skyrim to make them look much more better. Go ahead and install the main file over here, and also let's go to Animated Clutter, which is going to build on the previous mod where clutter now will be animated. Go ahead and install that. Go and grab Glorious Doors, and the reason why I'm including this mod, this is going to make many of the doors have actually animations when they open. Go ahead and download the main file. Do you remember when we installed Lightened Skyrim? I am going to pin this as a comment. We are going to replace Lightened Skyrim with this mod. I am apologizing for that. This is the Lightened Skyrim version that works with based object swapper. And first of all, if you roll down to the requirements, we have everything aside base object swapper. So first of all, we want to go and install based object swapper. Make it always a habit to check the requirements. We have all of that, and as you can see, we have finally, Talos be praised, a version that works for Anniversary Edition. Go to your Vortex. Try to find when you install Lightened Skyrim. Press delete and remove this mod. After you have successfully deleted Lightened Skyrim, go here and download this version. On Ruins Clutter Improved, install everything. This is the animated clutter. Install everything as well. We have 3 important mods coming up next to make the game feel more alive, and first is the smoking torches and candles, which is going to add smoke effects to torches and candles. We don't need anything from the requirements, just go to the files and download the main file. Do the exact same thing for torches, cast shadows, which is a very similar mod. Go ahead here and grab only the main file and install it. Let's grab the majestic dragons, larger and immersive proportions, which is going to make the dragons slightly bigger, and it's a nice and fantastic mod to have. As you can see here, that's the vanilla and that's how they look with this mod. It's very simple, it keeps the vanilla assets, there is no requirements other than just grabbing this mod. And go ahead and grab the main file over here. Let's continue into fixing the dragons a bit, and we're going to firstly add dynamic random dragons. This is going to add horde encounters and add dynamic encounters for dragons. This works for Anniversary Edition, so go ahead and install that. Then we need the infinite dragon variants, which is going to use Spellperk item distributor to alter the skin and the colors of dragons, so it will always feel like you are fighting a different dragon. And then let's go ahead and grab the Dragon Hall, which is the most up-to-date, most modern Dragon Overhaul. This is going to enhance the combat, and combined with all of the other mods we install, it is going to really make dragons or encounter with dragons super badass. We need this on the requirements, so let me go ahead and check this. This is a Papyrus script that we needed in order for this mod to take place. So let's go ahead and install this first, and on top of that, let's install the Dragon Hall Overhaul. And lastly, finishing with dragons, we have the iconic Dragon Retexture, which is going to add full HD skin textures for the dragons, and it's one of the best mods you can get. I wish this existed for 2K textures, but even the 4K should work fine, guys. Dragons will always look the best with this mod over here. Something I want to point out, it's John Skyrim, and John Skyrim is having some of the best graphical mods on the Nexus, which for instance, it's going to take all of the rings and overhaul them to look as badass as this mod. I'm not going to waste 1 hour of your time to go through every single one of his mods. What I am going to do, I will post all of his mods that I am going to get down on the video description. Let's install the Glorious Doors and just grab everything at 2K and grab both of those. For based object swapper, grab the version you have and install it. Go for Sable because we want our game to be as performance friendly as possible, and go for the optimized for the smoking textures. And grab the first file. Grab the expanded dragon skins, and here is a bunch of mods that maybe we're going to get some of those, so only grab the ones I have selected. Deadly spell impacts, as good as the mod is, I'm afraid it's going to break your game. So before clicking finish, what I am going to do, I will go on the Nexus here and I'm going to grab all of the mods we need. We have the Dragon Breath fix, which is going to make the Dragon Breath looks absolutely insane, as you can see. So go ahead and grab only the main file of that. For the audio overhaul for Skyrim, if you check the requirements, we have installed both of those in a previous episode. So go ahead and install only the main file. Let's actually grab the acoustics as well. Both of those work very nicely together. And you want to grab Durnevier Resurrected, which is going to overhaul one of the most badass dragons in my opinion in Skyrim. With all of those mods, we have pretty much covered all of the patches for the dragons. Grab both of those for Dunevirs. For audio overhaul, continue and select everything and go for the light version for enhanced blood and select all of those and grab them and install that. Select everything if you have the Creation Club, that is for acoustic space improvements. Skyrim Extended Cut, this is a mod we need to install. This is an insane mod that we have to install. Just go here and download this, which is gonna take a long time, guys. This is one of the best mods on the Nexus when it comes to quests. We are going to select looks because that's the lighting mod I am going to use. However, we are not installing looks in this episode. That's gonna be on another one. Let's go ahead and grab the Reverb Interior Sounds expansion, which is going to add interior sounds, clouds all over. It's going to add clouds like this that look fantastic in the distance for breathtaking views. Just install the main file. We have the Ancient Moon, which is the best moon replacer I have found on the Nexus. Go ahead and grab the second main file. We have Real Clouds. This is one of the most iconic mods or popular mods, should I say, that came for special edition when it launched. Let's go and grab the Immersive Death Cycle. This is going to make it where animals will decay or dead stuff in general, which is fantastic. Grab the main file and install that. A small fix called Zero Bounty Hostility Fix. I'm gonna make a video where I will include all of those mods in one video. Go and grab the Scared of Shootings NPCs react to BoS. The dynamic injured creature animations for Falmer is going to add some animations to Falmer to add injuries and stuff, which is super cool. Let's grab Destroy the Dark Brotherhood, which is a fantastic quest mod. Don't forget forget to grab the Innocence Lost, which is required. Both of those two will expand the quest, but for now let's get those two. And we also need to grab the Unused Sounds Restored, and you need to go to the files and grab all of those. Let's grab the wolf attack animation, which is going to add more modern animations to wolves. Happy Little Twigs, which is going to fix some issues with Happy Little Trees and base object swapper, so it's not going to look as scuffed. Go and grab the main file and install that. Let's grab Simple Beheading, which, working with precision that we installed in the previous episode, it's going to give you the ability to behead people in Skyrim, which is again insanely good, and it completely changes how combat plays. A fantastic new mod that came out. Precision Magic Trails, which is going to add much more better looking magic trails for the game, and this looks so damn cool. You just need precision install, and we have kit installed too, so go ahead and grab that. And then on top of that, let's get EFG Claimer slope animations. We're actually getting specific slope animations for using stairs, running and stopping and things like that. This is such a great mod. Don't forget, you need to run Nemesis. So once we have them installed, I'm going to do this with you. We open Nemesis, we click update. Once we have Nemesis updated, go here and click launch Nemesis, and that should do it. Now let's actually move to character beautification, which is the second part of the video. I cannot provide the link because YouTube is going to put me on trouble, but you need to Google high poly head and open the first search options, and you need to go and download high poly head. It is going to completely improve the head of all of the characters, and we are going to build on top of that to make our characters really nice looking. For the males, I've used sky side skins, so let's cover really quick the female skins. All of the stuff I'm going to grab following up in the next parts of the video, they work for 3PA. So let's install the BNP female skin, the main file over here. There is two requirements for BNP. The first is DVA, which is going to change dynamically the appearance of vampires, so go ahead here and install this. Let's install the BNP child skin, and again this is going to make children, not make them look like potatoes. Don't use any of those, they are optional. Just go to the files and install the main file only and ignore the requirements. Let's go to the BNP teeth, which is going to make the teeth look a little bit way too clean in my opinion, but they look fantastic. Grab the main file only and install it. Let's install the BNP eye pack as well, and one of the requirements is the additional Dremora faces. We're going to grab the second main file and both of the optional files. So go ahead and grab all of those and we're going to install them. Let's go to the additional Dremora faces, and there is a bunch of stuff here. First of all, you want to grab the main file and install it, and the optional stuff comes from whichever stuff you are really using. We are using Mysticism. I am also using CC the Cause, which is a creation club thing. I am using Vigilant. So I'm gonna grab the Vigilant and essentially I'm going to install those. If you have anything else in addition, go ahead and grab it. I think the mature would look much more closer to vanilla Skyrim, but again I'm gonna go for young and I'm gonna select young as well. And here is for the vampire stuff again. Remember the option you pick, we're gonna go for 5 because it looks the best. And here select a preset for vampires, which again with the DVA mod we installed, that's gonna change. So here as you can see on the right, pay attention to the skin and the face textures. It comes down to preference again. I will go and pick scars, and I'm gonna pick the first file here. I mean, select whatever you want. I'm gonna go with Vigorexia. I'm gonna click default, and we need to select the one we've picked, and I'm selecting scars. If you picked freckles before on the face selection, pick freckles. And if you remember, we have selected the number 5 on the vampire thingy-majiggy, so grab that and grab the makeup too and install this and we are done. This is the teeth overhaul, and again, you can have them less yellow, which is nice. And we need to go and grab Expressive Face Gen Morphs. So first of all, we have Expressive Face Gen Morphs. We need to install this, which is going to add stuff for our characters and their faces. Go ahead and grab both of the files here and install them both. For the vanilla hair remake, let's also grab this mod right here, which is going to patch up the vanilla hair for high poly head. So install the main file here. And then we're going to grab Expressive Facial Animation for males and females. And we're going to install both of those. And again, grab both of the files. For the vanilla hair remake, select high poly head and Expressive Face Gen, which is what we have. And again, this is the preset I've used. You can check this on the previous episode. Close that, click patch build, run body slide and let it build up. Once this finishes, don't forget to click the build icon.
2,000 years later.
Click OK and select build. First of all, we're going to grab AOE clipping fix. And we are gonna install the main file over here, and let's grab the improved eye model, which is going to improve the eye models in the game, and grab the 2K version and install that. We have the Hirana eyes, which is going to install a very nice eye mod that is going to work for high poly head. So go ahead and grab it. Same thing, we grab the Kala's eyes improved, which is going to install Kala's eyes for high poly head, and you don't need to worry about requirements because this works for high poly head. We have the Eyes of Beauty AI remaster, which is going to do the same thing for the eyes. You will grab the 2K vanilla replacer, and lastly for eyes, grab the Quirk eyes, this mod over here, and install that too. Only grab the main file. Don't forget, you need to enable the high poly head on your character creation, which again I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's install the CG female eyebrows that, as you can see, they only require high poly head, and install that. Install brows, and let's come back to brows by Heavy, which I'm very sure I nailed the name, the main file over here. Grab the Kali's brows, install this, and now on top of that we're gonna go and install Kali brows for high poly head. We're gonna grab the main file because we want our males to have the brows as well. For improved eye model, you can select the main file. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the default, which is the second file. And here is a bunch of stuff we are using, which is very important to pick what you have. Pick race menu. We have those two for high poly head and all of that. If you want the eyes to be more reflective, you can grab that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the modular SMP hair files, and you want to go and grab the update patch for that and install that on top of it as well. Coralina has provided us 3 hairstyles here. I don't like the black one too much, but the left one and the right one, I think they're pretty cute, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab those two. And this, in my opinion, is the most underrated hairstyle on the Nexus. I love this. This is a personal favorite. It's the thick braid SMP. Go to the files and install this one as well. Now let's move to the makeup stuff, guys. And I'm going to speedrun all of the makeup stuff again. You can find those in the video description, guys. All of the links will be provided there. First, grab the Natural Beauty Marks makeup. Let's go and install the 2K version. Grab the Fabulous makeup, race menu, overlays, 2K version as well. Grab the Beauty Marks 2, which is going to add a lot of beauty marks, and all of those, in case you are wondering, they work for our body mods. Install Lovely Makeup 2 as well. The Vanilla Makeup HD, which is going to add HDT makeup, and just grab the main file over here and install that. The Coralina's makeup tweaks, go to the files and install that too. Even more makeup by Coralina. She loves making makeup mods, and her mods are insane, by the way. Always select high poly head on the files you are using, and always go for 2K texture, guys. Again, this is for the brows. Go for full installation and pick peak 2K textures. Let's go for communities overlays, which are going to add a bunch of tattoos for you to pick for your character. Have in mind, those work for male characters as well. And you want to grab the CPBE 2K, which is going to have those overlays work for CPB, and also grab the backfix patch and install that as well. Let's go to overlays part 2, go all the way down and grab the last main file, which is going to make everything to work for both males and females. And let's grab the community overlays part 3, which is even more tattoos, and grab the last main file over here, and also grab the optional patch which is going to prevent a crash on a specific tattoo we pick. Go for the Nikor's war paints and grab the last main file over here and install that. We have the wolf paint face, which is going to add more wolf paints, and grab the second main file which works for both males and females. Lastly, install Northbourne scars, which is going to add better version of scars, and on top of that install the Northbourne scars for high polyhead, which is going to make this work for high polyhead. And with that being said, guys, that's pretty much all of our beautification type of mods. I am terribly sorry if the video was super long. You can slow down, watch parts of it, you can ask me down anything in the comment section, and I'm sorry if it was a little bit messy. Let me know if you want this series to be shorter or longer. That will also help me improve those videos. But let me know if you have any good recommendations yourself. This is pretty much what I have been always used when it comes to Skyrim, with some additions here and there. So first of all, by finishing, we're gonna go ahead and grab the Guam's elf ears and install that, which is going to add super nice looking elf ears, and grab the BNP version. Also go to Guam's earrings and install that, which is going to add earrings when it comes to the Guam ears. When it comes to GOM Elven ears, remember the options we've picked, and that was young for the BNP skin. This is very important, so select that. 1.7 and 1.6 is one you want to pick here and install that. That way the elf ears are going to fit the body and we're not gonna have some weird coloring going on. And let's deploy our mods as well. And once this is done, we're gonna go ahead and load Skyrim. Before anything we do, I'm gonna show you this really quick. You need to go to the head filter over here, type face, and you see the face part. Have this be on 3. That way, as you can see, we have high polyhead enabled when it's at 3 and 4, like this. So let's keep it like that. Let's see some of the stuff here. For instance, the eyes, as you can see, they all work, which is really nice. One thing you need to understand, we don't have a lighting mode. Once we install a lighting mode, our characters are going to look absolutely insane. That being said, on the facial part you can select the ears, and as you can see they fit the skin, which means that actually works.
3 weeks later.
Took me good like half an hour to make this, not like the best of my work. The vanilla textures, they were looking so bad for females that it had the effect of a Medusa back in ancient Greece. You look at them too much and you turn into stone. And this is gone, and look how beautiful this is, and wow. If you don't like the normal maps is how the skin looks. If you want more muscles, if you want something like that, go and reinstall the BNB female skin, and that's gonna fix it for you. But this is it, guys. This is how our characters look like. Absolutely great. That was the episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Kavou. If you like those videos, please leave a like, subscribe. It means a lot. And that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay cool and happy modding.